I'm Scott L. Miller. It's the 16th of October, 2021. This is the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog, and I'm filming on Monday afternoon from Managua, from the Los Robles neighborhood in Managua, which is where we like to stay. I love Los Robles. It is a cool neighborhood, very busy. You can see restaurants and bars and traffic and everything else going on. So this is our final weekend before we have to deal with banking and travel back to Los Estados Unidos. And so, oh, by the way, this is Black Bison, which is, if you eat meat, really fantastic. Boy, it's gotta be hard to hear me out here. There's a lot of traffic. This is a very busy city. Nothing like what you're used to when we're down in León. So, very, very different city than León or Granada. This is a giant capital, and it really does show. I'll show a couple of the sites. You can kind of see where we are, and it's really hard to see, but if you look behind me, that's the lake. It's far away, but it's a nice area. There's a lot to do. We really like it here. So Saturday, the 16th, we had a lot going on today. I spent a lot of the morning hanging out with the kids, but they also had a lot of stuff that they needed to get done because we're going to be traveling and they've got school, and just because we're traveling and stuff doesn't mean that they can get out of school completely. And we played a lot of Nancy Drew and hung out this week. So we kind of just did our own thing for a lot of today, but we did hang out some. And then this afternoon we had a kind of lasagna party over at Allen's. So it was actually a little bit on the late side. We were expecting to go over a lot closer to like 4, and it ended up being a lot closer to like 7. We ended up with Saeed and Mike and Alan and Anna and Paul, and so we had a pretty good group. And the plan is that we're going out for rum tasting tonight. So I spent a lot of the afternoon trying to get cameras ready because we're planning on filming some of it, just so we can get like a little bit of a feel for doing our travel show. We're trying to kind of kick that off, Saeed and I. So I did a lot of editing. I worked on putting together a little bit of filming. I did a bunch of walking around town just to get some establishing shots and put together a little bit of an intro just to have some work going before we film tonight. I know filming tonight's going to be really rough because it's super dark. We're doing the rum tasting at Via Via, and it's dark and loud, right? So not the kind of thing you really want to film. So I don't have very much expectation for how that's going to work out, but at least we're going to get out there and do it. So at about 7 o'clock, got as much of the work and prep and stuff done. So it was actually a pretty busy day. Ran over to Alan and Saeed's place, and we did lasagna, Dominican-made lasagna. Absolutely fantastic. She made cheesecake, but we're going to have that later. And then it was really terrible timing or planning. Everyone seemed to think we were going to go do rum tasting around, 9:30. But no, it was actually at 8. But notice we didn't go to dinner until after 7. Nobody knew. So none of us were ready. We weren't showered. We weren't dressed. We had no idea the taxi was coming. So it was a bit of a mad rush. And so it was more like 8:30 by the time we actually left. Leo came and picked us up, and off we went to León, to Via Via, so we could check that out. And so we got there a little bit closer to 9, did the rum tasting, they did some snacks. It's like a whole thing they do with presentation. We ran into Tatiana and her husband, which is funny because we keep running into them everywhere we go. It was a fun night. We were out very late, drank way too much, did giant mojitos, and got back super late. But I did film a bit with the GoPro and the Lumix. It was good practice, even though I don't think the footage is going to be very good, but I'm going to edit it together and pump something out for a new channel that I'm not quite ready to tell you about, but it'll be coming. And yeah, that was our day. A lot of just getting ready, and seemed like a really busy time to be doing it, considering in 2 days we have to be in Managua. This is kind of the end of our time in Las Piñas and León for the next few weeks. And right behind me, because I'm in kind of the upper Los Robles area, this is Pan y Vino, which is one of my favorite restaurants around. And just mentioning that because I'm always trying to go eat there, and the girls have been wanting to eat there for a while. So just sneak peek, we're gonna try to go eat there on Monday when I'm filming this. All right, I'm gonna let this get uploading because holy cow, the uploads are slow here. I may not be able to upload it till I'm back in the States, but I at least wanted to get it recorded before we get busy with travel and can't remember what's going on. I'll see all of you tomorrow.